Welcome back to another episode of Timberborn. Last time we started getting stuff set up over here to make gears, more planks, and get the smelter going, but it is taking time because we need gears to get it done, so that's kind of what we're working on over here. I think today, first thing we want to get done is start building some housing, because if we can get them housed, then their well-being should go up some. I mean, they're gonna have a little bit of injury, but that will help quite a bit to make them happier and hopefully keep them living a little bit longer. And if not, we'll just go ahead and have to give them some more well-being stuff. So let's get, we need, well, we have 32 beavers that are homeless. So we need probably 4 of these because these house 10 each. So that should help some. And then we can, actually, let me change what I'm doing here. Let's do this with a gap there so we can put a path in between if we need to, and then we'll put 4 along here. Okay, there we go. So that will help them have better well-being, and these take 40 logs apiece, which we had a decent amount of logs. We're kind of using it up pretty quickly by building these, but I think we'll be okay. We are getting wood down here. It doesn't look like they're getting these. I wonder if I forgot to... Okay, I did forget to mark these for cutting. So let's go ahead and get these marked. We should be able to get that. And then we have, I think, 1 beaver over here chopping trees down, so that's not bad. We will need somebody. Oh, we have an extra beaver, so let's put him in here to plant some more trees and make sure that's continuing to go. And this beaver is injured, which means we need the medical beds. We do have enough science, so let's go ahead and unlock that. And we need a plank. Okay, we've got a decent amount of planks, so that should not be an issue. Where do I want to put this? Maybe I'll put this... I don't really want to put it where there's irrigation, so maybe I'll just put them there. We'll be good for a little bit on that. We did not get a bad tide warning or a drought warning, which is great. Recently, I feel like every time day 4 starts, we're getting a bad tide warning. So this is, we'll be able to get more water stored up and things like that. Oh, good. Beavers are happier than ever. We just have a couple left that don't have housing, but that should be done soon. And then we have this built, so they can start making metal blocks, which is great. I think one of the first things that we're going to want to unlock is actually going to be the food factory here, because we have some corn stored up and we've got more corn here that can be gathered. So let's go ahead. Let's unlock it. We have enough science, so that's not an issue. It's really just a matter of the gears and the metal, but we will get them eventually. And I would like to put the food stuff down here because it's near everything else. But this, you know, we are forcing beavers to run on this wheel to get power. The engine takes 400 science, which we do have, but it also takes a bunch of resources. So part of me is, I don't know. I mean, I guess we could put it here anyway. Bad tide is approaching. Okay. I guess we could take this log storage out and put the food factory in here. And then eventually we will switch this out for an engine, but it's going to be a little while before that's a necessity. So maybe I'll just move the wood storage up here somewhere. Put a few of those in. Since we do have, maybe we'll put 3 in. So if we're cutting down these trees, then they have space for it all. Then we'll empty this out. It's going to be for logs. All of these are going to be for logs. Just extra storage. Okay. And this is empty, so we can get rid of that. And then put down the food factory. That's going to be in food, obviously. Put that there. And then they can start putting the gears and the metal blocks and stuff there to start building that. And then we'll have some more food, which is great because right now we have nothing. We're eating through our other stuff really quickly. So we'll pause this for a moment and put somebody in there. How much power does this take? 120. So I'm going to need to have another beaver in here, I think, if I'm going to have that plus anything else running. But for now, it's fine. These should all be... Okay, they're at 77%, so not super great. Can I fit another... I mean, I can fit more water wheels in here, but it's not going to be connected to this at all because I've got the path here, so that's maybe not great. Ooh, up to 7. I think 7 is where the something gets better at 7. Let's take a look and see. So they get a 10%, yeah, 10% bonus on their working speed, 5% on their movement speed, and they live 20% longer. So that's great. That'll help us get more beavers at a time as well. Oh, we've got 2 beavers that aren't doing anything. Let's put one of them in here. And I guess we can put another, open this back up because, then we'll have more planks coming in. We used them so quickly once I paused that, but that's fine. We have all of the planks in here. We're waiting on 5 more gears and 2 more metal blocks, so it shouldn't be too much longer. We'll get that going. And once this is ready, we will have another type of food, which is great. That'll get them another bonus on well-being. Yeah, it's going to be a lot better. And then maybe we can start making more of this green to get more stuff planted soon as well. Okay, we got half a day left until the bad tide. I'm going to raise this up like that. It's going to get it just to the top of the stuff there. I'm going to shut this. And then we just need to make sure all of this is closed. Once I'm going to lower this for a moment. Okay. Going to shut that. And shut this. This has been closed, yeah, so we're good on that. Okay. Well, this might flood a teeny bit for a moment, but then it should be okay. Just need to get this filled up a little bit more. Perfect. Okay, we're good to go. Looking great. And soon, after we get this done, I might want to build a medium tank. Did we unlock that last time, or was I just thinking about it? Okay, we didn't unlock it yet, so we're gonna want that soon, but it does take gears, so might be a little bit before we can do that. But having bigger storage is going to be a lot more helpful than all these little ones sitting around here, so yeah. Okay, this is ready. So I'm going to pause this because we don't have many cassavas left to use. We're going to do corn rations here. And tomorrow we should actually get some of this corn turned into food for them to eat, which is going to be so great. Oh my goodness, it's going to be so nice to not have to worry as much about food. And I need to build food storage too. I forgot. I talked about that previously. Got to get food storage going so that we can get the, you know, continue to pull things out of the ground. Maybe I'll put some medium warehouses. One here. And just a few of them here. I know this is going to take some of our logs, but I don't really need a storage for berries. I really just need one for each of the other. So we'll do corn rations. Which I guess the food that they're eating should be closer to where they live, but kohlrabies and the fermented cassavas, and then I probably should also build storage. Oh no, that's not what I want. I want this. Storage for the raw ingredients as well. They can pull more of it out of the ground at a time. I just don't know where to build it, so it could be a problem. I guess I could put, at least for corn, because I feel like the corn, we've got a lot of it sitting here not being able to be grabbed. So maybe I'll put one here. And this will be for regular corn, so they can get more of it out of the ground, and then we'll switch it to corn rations and put it over here, which will be great. Okay, we're starting to get a bunch of metal. We have some gears, but our gear storage is almost full, which means we're going to need to build gear storage as well. Maybe I'll put the gear storage over here. Let's just do that. We'll do one of these for... Oh, I guess I can't do one of them for... let's make one of these a industrial pile. Or planks, so they don't have to go super far with those. And then we'll switch each of these to gears. I'm going to use my tab key to make it a little bit faster. There we go. Okay. That'll be good. Starting to get more food. A little bit more. And how much power are we actually making? We are making more than we're using, but only 40 more? 41. And this takes, what, 50 or something? Let's see. 50. So I guess we could use this. We're just gonna have less. Maybe I'll take one beaver out of here and then have this go tomorrow. We can get more cassavas fermented as well. You're doing better on this. We're still doing okay on wood, but not great. Hopefully we can get more beavers grown up soon here to get that collected a little bit faster. I can open up another one of these things. I may put another breeding pod in like here, just because I feel like we need more beavers still. We'll get that going. And this is still looking good here, so should be good for a bit. Oh, I'm glad that we're not in panic mode as much anymore. It was a bit stressful those first couple episodes, but man, we've got so many injured beavers. Thankfully, we have got the medical beds that they can sleep in, so that's fine. Here's metal, planks. Should probably build another plank storage. Guess I could do... Where the plank thing is here. Maybe I'll just do large industrial pile over here for planks. And eventually I will probably want to move it to another area, but at least it'll be sort of close to this so they can continue making planks and storing those up. And stuff done. And then we need to do... I think the other thing that we really need is... Okay, wait. First, let's open up another one of these because then we can get more wood at a time. We're going to need a hauling post pretty soon, I think. The hauling post will help us move things around a little bit easier. What does it take for that? 600 science, which we have. And we have the resources to build it. So I think that was probably going to be the next thing that we get. And I don't know... Oh my gosh, I just unlocked the district crossing and wasted my science. What am I doing? I need this. Can't believe I did that. Ugh. I'm so embarrassed. Anyway. Can't do anything about it now, so I'm just gonna throw this here. Then we can have haulers go in there if there's anything. If there's extra beavers, they can work in there. And as we get more metal, we can start looking into getting sluices. But first, I think we do want to get the bigger water storage, medium tank. We have enough gears right now to get at least one of these built. And I don't know where to put it though. Trying to keep more buildings in the dry space, but this is eventually going to probably turn into, I'm gonna hydrate, irrigate this area as well. So really it's all going to be green eventually, but maybe I'll put this here and then connect this by a path like this. This is going to be for water. I'm going to have this set to obtain. Okay. This is finished. I am going to make this lowest priority so they do other stuff first, but they will still fill this up as they get more beavers. And that is going to help them get this going. Doing great on food now. Have 120 corn rations, 116 in kohlrabies, and 52 fermented cassavas. So we're doing great on that. And we still have more corn to pull up, so we're doing great. I am very happy with where we're at this point. I guess now that we have a hauling post and we've got all this stuff done, we should maybe start working on unlocking sluices if it's not going to be too much science. What do we need for that? 400 science, which we have. This will make it so we can automate some stuff. So like this area, well, I guess this isn't the best place to put it at this point because here we are, it would have to measure the block below it, and this is up another notch, so it's going to continue letting it in. Maybe, I guess I could dynamite this eventually, but for now I'll just leave this. We could later demolish these and put sluices here instead, and then I don't have to remember to shut this off once the bad tide starts and stuff like that. Same with over here. But right now is not really the best time to do it because of it being a bad tide. I guess I could do this because I could let water in, but then it won't come out. Yeah. That might be a good idea. Well, but that's not necessarily the best use of the metal at this point. These are going to be better. So maybe I'll wait and save it for once I'll unlock the sluice. How about that? And then when the bad tide is over, we can start working on that again. Get stuff done. These are doing really good though. 36 metal. I guess we can start looking into the other types of food now that we've got more. We're gonna need the oil press to make most of the other types of food. The fermenter uses, well, I guess we could do the mushrooms, but the mushrooms take the hydroponic garden, and the hydroponic garden, it takes a lot of water, which we don't have that much of right now. So we're probably not going to do either the algae or the mushrooms right now. The soybeans take oil, and the eggplants and the algae also take oil. So if we're going to do any other types of food, we are going to need to get the oil going. But this, I'm probably going to use this area for it once that is ready. Okay, so these are good. Let's go ahead and open that up. And we will not open this yet. Man, this takes a lot longer, I feel like, to clean out than the other one. Though I guess this one has farther to go. Yeah. Okay, there we go. That's better. So we can open this up. Oh, I guess not all the way. We want it at like, what, 8.5? Something like that. This can be open. Okay, there we go. That stuff going. This can be shut now that that's full. And then we need to figure out where we're going to put another farm. I can definitely put a farm over here somewhere. And then as time goes on, we can do more out this way. But let's put a farmhouse in. Maybe we'll do right here. And then I can just put a path going right to this. And then we can put some more food in. So if I do canola, I can start doing soybeans, which would be fine. Is this flooding? What am I seeing here? Okay. Nope. I don't know what I thought I saw. Okay. So we can do both of these over on this side here. I guess, the canola, let's do like some of it here. And then we will do the soybeans. The soybeans need water more. They do not last very long if they're not wet. So I'm going to do that closer to the water source so that if this level goes down on this water, it'll keep the soybeans wetter. I don't really remember how the canola does, but oh my gosh, another bad tide is approaching in 3 days. We're going to have to wait then on switching this over until that is over. I don't think we're going to have enough time to get it done. I guess I could do one sluice. I could demolish this. Let's just do it. And then we'll put 2 sluices in here. Get these done ASAP. And these are going to both be set to close above contamination of 1%. And that's the only thing it's going to say. They're going to open at the other. These right now are open, which is great. Actually, I might be able to do all of these. Let's just go ahead and get the next set in. We'll do as much as we can now, and then if it becomes a bad tide... Okay, good. These are synchronized to the adjacent ones, so we're good. But if we... Oh, this isn't done yet. Okay, well, hopefully we're fine. I'm not going to do any more until all 4 of these are finished. We still have almost 2 days left, so we should be okay, I think. We'll see. How is this looking? Okay, it's pretty good. Might want to let a little bit more water in here just to top it off. Make sure that we are set for the bad tide. This is all planted. Maybe I'll put some more cassavas over here. I feel like we run out of those pretty quickly. Cassava. Put those in here. Maybe I'll just do all of this. Okay, how are we doing here? This one is done. We just have one more on top, and I might wait on the other until after the bad tide's over. I just don't want to risk having issues later. On the plus side, though, once we get this done, it'll be automated over here, so I don't have to worry about it anymore, which is great. I just want to make sure this is set correctly. Close above contamination of 1% for both of these. Yep. What are we waiting on here? Oh, everything's in. They just have to come over here and put it together. Okay. Guess I might as well pause this again, since we don't have many cassavas sitting there that need to be fermented. Okay, this is done. Good. Just in time for the bad tide to start. So I am going to open this up just one more time. Let some more water in here. Okay, raise that. We're going to raise this. Raise this. And then we should be good to go. Okay, bad tide has started. Let's take a look and make sure this actually works correctly. Good, it did. Whew. Okay. This is full, but that's okay. This was a little bit too full too, but we'll make it work. Okay, pretty happy with that. We've got more food planted. Hopefully that works. I am going to need to do another one of these, or I guess I could change this back and forth between the two. Oh, we're going to need an oil press as well. The other thing I thought of was maybe we could get the water wheels up here and bring power down this way so that the food processing can be powered by the bad water as well. If we ever get a drought again, which I don't think we've gotten one since we started getting bad tides, but if we can get a drought sometime soon and this dries up, I would like to get rid of all of these blockages here and here, and then we can use the space for water wheels and pull power off of it. But you can't build on top of the blockages, so it creates an issue for that. So we'll see how that goes. I could also eventually maybe make this straight, like bring this across here and over this way, just so that I can have more water wheels going straight, because this area makes it pretty difficult to put water wheels in with it being diagonal like this. So that will be helpful if we can get that done. I'm thinking about how I could potentially put more water wheels in here and then have a building connected and have the power come into this, because these are all connected together. So if I have something come into here, then it would be connected and I wouldn't have to do it over the path here. Let's see if we can figure out how to do that. And then I guess we'll use that for later. So this can be right here, right? It can't be next. So it would be here. I will need to build one in the middle. And I've got to figure out how we're going to, I think. So if I make this too wide for the whole thing, is it going to cause issues with blocking? I mean, is this getting too tall here? That is my worry. If I make this completely 2 blocks, but I feel like it's okay. It is not very high at all. So I think if I put in the more, no, it's this. No, it is this. Oh my gosh. So if I put in more of these, right, it will force it to go that way, which I'll probably have to put in another levee here just to make it kind of go that direction, not get stuck here. But that will allow these to go a little bit faster, I think, and hopefully it won't back up. That's the only thing that I'm a little bit nervous about. But it seems it's going through here fine, and this is just too wide, so I think we'll be fine. Then we can put another something here. I don't know what we need. Do another gear workshop. We could what else do we need the stuff for? I guess that's the other thing. Well, you know what we could do is move the other lumberjack up here, and then this lumberjack could just be a oil press instead. We have the space for it. So yeah, let's do that. Let's put a lumber mill up here. Not lumberjack, lumber mill. And, oh, you know what? I need to flip this so I can put the, yeah, do that. Then we can put a power shaft in here to connect those two buildings. And then this is going to need to be paused, but that will be able, they'll be able to build this from on top of these levees. And then we'll be able to put in more power wheels here. So all of this is going to be connected. It'll be a lot better there. And then we can continue moving stuff around. I don't really want to get rid of this until... Oh, we've got 200 planks. So I could just get rid of that and put in a oil press, which is 120 science. We easily have that available. So let's go ahead and put this in here. And that should connect to both. Yes. Okay. So then that will allow us to turn the oil that, or the canola that comes up here into canola oil so we can make more food. So I'm pretty happy. We got an extra type of food in the corn rations. We have another farmhouse here to help gather more food. And then we are going to have more lumber and stuff up here. And hopefully eventually this will get taken care of. We did unlock sluices. I feel like we did a lot today. A lot of stuff. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for joining me today. If you did like this video, I am going to pop a couple more episodes up here that you might also enjoy. Please leave me a comment below. I love hearing from all of you. But that's going to be it for today. I'll see you next time.